Sean Plays.
Welcome. Yes. It's WHL. This is your boy Eddie.
This is your boy Ray.
Yeah. And that was a local artist. That was a local artist with No Regrets.
I like that.
His name was Nardo Songs. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Soze. Yeah, local artist from Baltimore. That's I just thought I thought it'd go with what we talking about today. You know what I mean? He sent it to me in my inbox.
What's the name of the song again? No Regrets.
The name of that song is No Regrets.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, No Regrets. It's pretty decent though. I heard it. They sent it to my. I usually when I get stuff like that, I usually listen to it for a while, a couple times or whatever, and I see if it
resonates.
And I see if it go with what I'm talking about, whatever. And that joint hit right on point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that joint fire.
Yeah, right on point.
Like
right on point. But yeah, you know, I said like I said earlier, this is your boy out here. We in the building.
This is your boy Ray. What's up?
He's in the building.
Welcome to WHL podcast.
We got Marl over there in the corner.
Yeah,
in the building.
Here. That's me. Yes, sir.
We have a special guest in here. You know, we got a guest in here come sit in with us.
The man with no name. I mean, no face.
Yeah, the man with no face. And of course, we got an engineer. We got Jay over there. He's in the building too. And we have a guest in the building. This ain't our first.
Nah, this like our yeah.
Second, because we had Lachey coming here for the poetry.
Yeah.
So it's our first man to come in.
That's our first male guest, man. So
our first male guest.
Inaugural.
So, I let him introduce himself.
Okay.
You know, let the people know who you are. You know.
What's up out there, everybody? This is Millennium Dash. A lot of y'all know my real name. I ain't giving that out right now, but hey.
Hey, that's
no government.
Hey, bro. Don't
Those
even
who know me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. What's up, Dirty Rad? What's up, Mia? You know, what's up, my family?
Let the people know, you know your accolades, you know what you do and things of that sort. What brought you in here? You know, the link with family. By the way, that is my family. That is my blood.
I'm family, so I hope I don't embarrass you, man. First of all, congratulations.
I want to embarrass you.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, shorty.
No, y'all do that. No super person.
We are a little bit retarded but classy, but we are on point. You can get a message in every episode at WHL. But we're going to have fun with it if you ain't seen it already. But go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah. It's all good, man. First and foremost, congratulations on this podcast. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know, it's something positive, getting to the people. Very proud of you, man. So, hey. I don't know
everything.
I don't.
Man.
I
was going to say this. I was trying to let the man. I understand he don't want to seem all long and drawn out. Basically, what this guy does is everything.
He make you look good.
He make you look good.
He make you look good.
He photography. He promoter at your club. You know what I mean? I think he got his hands in some type of restaurant things going on in Baltimore.
That's what's up.
Ain't he from Baltimore?
Where you from, Baltimore?
You know what I mean? So
listen, I ain't even from Baltimore.
Ain't he? And that's what I'm saying. For you to get out your element and network and make things happen the way you want to make things happen says a lot about your person. You feel what I mean?
I appreciate that.
That's everybody can't blend in.
Right. Well, first of all, shout out to Baltimore. Baltimore has shown me so much love. I was a part of the Belmont team that did a bunch of events and stuff out in Baltimore and met a lot of good people through that network. Shout out to Mert and Tony. I'm sure they not listening in, but they know I love them.
They gonna see it sooner or later.
My OGs.
They see it sooner or later.
pull that mic up a little bit more. Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
Yeah, they see it sooner or later. They ain't just grass it yet.
All right.
They ain't just grass it. They see it sooner.
I don't like stuff too close to my mouth. Let's,
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah, it's all good, but
you good?
There you go. Yeah, so I have my hands in a few things, but I'm here to really just to share with the people and just give a little bit of hope. I've been kind of sitting back chilling and thinking about the less fortunate, and I said, well, hey, cuz got the show, hey, let's tag up and share with the people.
And lo and behold, we are about everything that you even called. You ain't even know what I was doing, to be honest with you. I don't think you knew the platform I was trying to create when you heard that I had a podcast. And then once you start talking, I'm like, yo, you should come in. You're like, I should come in. I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's the same shit I'm on. Why not come in there and let's talk about it together? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, for you to think that much of me to consider me to come on,
on,
there's
man.
No way I would turn it down. You know what I mean?
Listen. Pause. Pause.
We're about networking, man, and showing love, man.
Nah, I appreciate
so
that.
We gonna. After I say this, I'm gonna tell you the topic that we have for today. But it's no way possible that I'm going to do anything involved with positivity, changing, or networking, or anything that I'm trying to do to better myself in life. I'm not gonna bring family with me, regardless.
Word
up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to them first. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what they bring to the table.
Right.
So sooner or later, everybody gonna be on this train.
This is everybody.
The podcast is the new way.
It's for everybody, man.
It's
for everybody. Because no matter what, you can find. I don't care what you're doing in life. This is a platform to get that out there.
Find an avenue.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
And you on the brink of big things, man. I already know. And your swag gonna carry you through because we got the same blood. That's just what it is.
Now you talking greasy. That's the greasy.
The swag don't fall too far from the tree.
I got a little drippage.
Yeah, you got the Jones in you too. I know the Joneses. I grew up on the same block.
Shout Shout out to
That's what I was just about to say.
Shout out to Waverly.
Ray was asking you earlier where you from. You kind of got to describe
Where you
the
from, man?
small town we
Wayland.
from.
Oh my God, man!
There's
Shout out to
probably
Wayland, man.
50
Your
people
grassroots,
in this
man.
whole town,
Yo,
man.
the dudes I grew up with, they still ill. They still swag. You still get money.
But the crazy thing about it, the little town that you in, 80% of that town is related.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yes.
Got to tread lightly.
Careful.
You got to be careful.
But it's all up. When you cross that line, you feel the love. You feel
love.
man? You can
The
feel the love.
hospitality.
We going on there. Oh, we going there.
Hell yeah.
And just in case y'all didn't hear, the town is called Waverly, Virginia.
It's called Whaley.
It's not Waverly over there off
it's
of Green.
Whaley.
No, it's Waverly.
It's Whaley.
on Green.
Whaley.
Whaley.
They don't say the V.
They say Whaley.
Whaley.
With one bank
If
and
you say
one
Whaley, you've been to Whaley.
You been to Whaley.
and one bank and one red light. That's it.
Somebody said you niggas ain't practicing social distance.
No.
Nah, we good.
Hey, if
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch you wrong, I'm gonna
Good,
catch you
man.
wrong.
Everybody got tested before they came in. Everybody got tested. We on our Trump stuff. The test and they wonderful. We got them.
So
And they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Tests.
They're wonderful.
And they're beautiful tests.
I'm glad somebody said that because
We ain't gonna get that something, man.
that's important. You know what I mean?
We ain't
That
gonna stop with that food.
we understand all that.
That's
Yeah,
that
facts.
nigga there, man.
So yeah, I'm first of all, let me let you know my sponsor who bringing us this good old heat. Oh, before I get into my sponsor,
What?
we got the merch out.
I said that
As you
earlier,
can
people.
see.
Yeah, the hats.
I don't know if
man.
you can see the hat is definitely WHL. hat.
I
Yeah.
just peeped that the hats
Yes.
was
Yeah,
WHL.
it's
Rotary Jones, man.
I
Yeah.
got the fitted snapback. My man got the.
Got the dad
Dad.
cap.
I like the
Got
dad
the
cap.
wristbands.
I got
You know what I'm
shirt
saying?
gang. We got the wristband.
Long John
Everything
shorts.
is on website. Everything for sale. Everything go. Everything
www.whlpodcast.com. Please go put
check
that
it
on your
out.
favorites
Check
and
it
your
out.
laptop and your
check it
desktop
out.
and your iPhones and your all that shit.
And with that
Lock it
being
in.
said,
The topic is
that is brought to you by JCI Environmental.
Let's get them sponsors up, yo.
so
Support.
he usually forgets, so he on point today.
Yeah, that's brought to you by JCI. You know them guys at
plumbing
JCI
guys.
Environmental, the guys that do all your plumbing needs. Go check them boys out at JCI 69 at outlook.com. I believe I got that right. JCI
Phone number?
is 240-243.
Gotta practice, man.
Nah.
You gotta be like Kobe, man.
6'4",
We need you at that free throw line, man.
now.
Jay, give him
Yeah, you gotta do like 1,000.
See, that's why I say.
man.
See, this is a good time to have this conversation because of the topic.
What's the
But
number?
What's the number again?
240
643
643
It's right there at the bottom of your screen, people.
643 34
34 37 now
34,
34
83.
83. Gotta get the sponsors.
So with that being said, is
Yep.
you know, I'm glad that y'all jumped in there and helped the brother out. The brother was falling to the wayside.
35
I
37.
was going to the wayside. Y'all wasn't there to help me out. So
Yeah.
the topic of the day is brotherhood. You feel what I'm saying? Unity, brotherhood.
Well, that's why we got you.
You know what I mean? It's
Right when you
brotherhood.
fall, we gonna help you trip and
That's
fall a
what it's
little
about.
bit harder.
That's what it's about. don't let me make a fool of myself.
Yeah,
Just a little
nah,
bit, so you can laugh later.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we come talking about brotherhood. You feel what I'm saying? Cuzzo hit me. When he hit me, he was talking about, you know, we all need to get together and do some things because what I got going on might benefit him, or he got going on might benefit me, or not even to that aspect. It might be an outlet for him, or vice versa,
anyone,
whatever.
right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, just come on the show. Let's talk. Let's talk and see what we can do. If it ain't nothing but networking, you know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right,
it.
right.
Just come out and get in the atmosphere. And I notice, I'm a firm believer now, in the atmosphere you sit in, it always blossom or bloom what you're trying to get, where you're trying to get to. You know what I mean? Like my whole mission was, after I seen that this was my passion, that this really fits me. My whole mission was to get out there and mingle amongst people, put it out there,
Right.
you know, and network with people with my ultimate goal,
Right.
which is reaching others.
exactly.
And once I got my mindset like that, people that's thinking like that or in that vicinity or in that whole wave just start coming around me.
Right, yeah.
And I stuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? It keeps you, you know what I mean? So when he said he want to get everybody together on some unity stuff, brother stuff, I said, let's come and talk about it.
And I think that's very important nowadays, man, considering our culture and these young men, these young kings that they should be.
Young Kings,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Definitely
They just they misguided.
Well,
you know what I'm saying they just excuse my French, but fuck it, they fucked up right now, man.
So who you think is the biggest, or what do you think is the biggest reason for the misguidedness of the youth of the day?
So can I answer this, or you gonna answer?
Everybody
that?
answer.
I want to
Everybody. Me.
Yeah.
It started with the grassroots.
You think it's a grassroots?
Start with the grassroots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Grassroots meaning what? The
family,
parents?
the parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A mother can't do but some. If it's a single mother, she can't do but so much with that son. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't really fully raise a man to be a man, because he need that male guidance in his life as well, as same as his daughter.
But see, that's what I was getting at with it. Like, I think it's mostly fall on us, as meaning the 38s and 40s and under our generation, basically. Because
far as with these youngers now.
Yes, because like everybody always tell you, you only know what the hell you see. So most of them are actually following in our footsteps.
Right.
So let me ask y'all a question. At what age do you think our kids start to shift and go left from our direction?
I'm glad you just said. See, I'm glad you said that.
What age?
Because I have experience with that.
I'll let y'all.
So I want to.
You talking about far as if you raising a son, you raising a daughter.
You somebody
in this room right now that has a kid that you watch a change from when you was teaching them to when the street started teaching them. What in between?
I think it's between
for the sons though, right? Just for sons.
It
for
could be
sons
the daughters too
and girls. I think it's that middle school to high school age.
between 13 to 16 years old.
Because that's when you gonna
Puberty.
get your friends, your outside friends mean more to you, and that's when your voice actually got to ring louder in their ear than the friends.
And you know what else? You know
That's when that puberty kicks in.
You know what else?
Yeah.
In addition to that, the music that they listen to versus what we grew up to.
Absolutely.
No, I can't even say that.
Some of it.
Some of it.
So hold on. Let's go around the table and answer that
some
question.
of it. A lot of these rappers don't mind talking about killing
What age
themselves
group
or
you think it is? Because
suicide.
you got little boys and you got little girls. So what age group you think that your shit to us? What age
we
group
talking
you
about kids that got problems. We ain't talking about kids that can fly.
We talking about kids in general.
All right.
What I gotta say about it is, I sat back and thought about it for a minute, and I was talking to somebody about the situation, about the whole upbringing, how about people going sideways, how they end up where they at, or whatever like that. And everybody outcome is, damn, the guidance wasn't there, or damn, they didn't have a father, or damn, it was the environment, or damn, they was brought up around. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of fucking excuses. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play the main guy on this side. When do people sit back and think about, do that person just have something in their mental, just like, this is what I want to do?
I can't say that because you are just like I was having this conversation with somebody else.
I see it on both sides.
How do lions and tigers and bears and all them learn how to do stuff from their parents? But you only know what you see.
But listen, what I'm telling you is, if you
gonna get taught that.
I'm telling you this. You telling me you don't know not one person out here that had the perfect so-called household that came up.
Nah, because even the rich kids are messed up.
So what I'm telling you is,
they want to feel.
That's what I'm telling you.
Rich kids are
so
messed
they
up.
have two conversations. They want to feel fitted in.
So here's the baseline of everything that we're talking about. How do we start from that level and making sure that our kids, because this world is different moving forward.
Very.
I'm going to tell you like this. And they're going to need the help to carry on our legacies. Whoever their parents are, who their parents going to be, they have to have some baseline. We have to corral and bring our kids back. That's going to be the root of this whole new movement. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I say it comes up to us.
Yeah.
Because it's not our parents. That's the grandparents.
And it's that shift. It's that shift.
That's why he asked
shift from when they stop listening to us and start listening to the street.
Yeah.
That we have to figure out some kind of help right in that mix.
That's why I say
right
it's between 13 and 16 years old. And you
go
to middle school.
What I was
middle school break start because go ahead. Go.
No, I was going to say what I was telling you was the problem. And what you just mentioned too was
one of the solutions
to the problem.
Yeah,
you feel what I mean?
Right.
So it's going ahead.
First, identifying the problem.
Yeah, I just identified it by telling you.
Right.
You can't always blame it on a person's surroundings or a person that's growing up in their household or a person that's supposed to lead.
Yeah, some people just got evil
in their heart.
They
just got
in them. They tried, even if they fail at it.
Right,
they just going just jump out there.
The mission would be to save as many people that want to be saved. You can never force anyone to do anything they want to do.
Not at all.
But while we're talking about the root, right? and how we help these youth. Now we have to look into. We identify the problem. Now let's look at what can be the solution. Right. The solutions are experts.
Right.
And they're not always pastors and
psychs and all that.
Psychs.
Yeah.
These are could be. My Aunt Tammy, right? If it wasn't for people like her and my aunts and my mother and whatever, right? It could be just people in the family that can minister to you and really change your way of thinking if you respect them. You have to respect them.
But that's where the individual come in at. Everybody's a separate individual.
Exactly.
Because even with me and him as brothers, we about a year and a half apart. But me and him is totally different because we are individuals, because of the way our parents was that when they had us, the energy they passed off. He went through certain stuff because he had a big brother, I didn't. So everybody's individual because everybody got different sets of circumstances.
Right.
We're just going to drive them to do things different ways.
So yeah, that individual.
So to me, it's not even like he just said. It's like it got to be whatever that person respects. So if maybe that person might not be more clingy to their family, they might be more clingy to the
streets.
To the banker down the street or a guy who they work with, but it just gotta be something that's more positive and somebody who can instill something positive.
See, so the thing is with that is nowadays with these youngins that we talking about, it's like, man, you really gotta have their best interests at heart, because they were exposed to fake shit.
That's because it's easier to expose fake from somebody now. Like I was telling my kids, like I grew up in a town where when you left your teacher, you didn't see him no more. Or you didn't hear nothing. Like now, you can Google your teacher and follow her on Facebook.
Yeah.
So if you
watch her twerking,
if you spend anything that's not factual, a kid is not even going to pay you no mind.
So
the attention gone.
So you gotta have their best interest at heart. That's
and you gotta be
foremost.
real.
And you gotta be real with that.
You gotta be real.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So from identifying the problem to talking about the solution, right? The solution meaning they have to respect whoever they're getting their advice from.
And get resources.
Right? And get resources, wherever resources that come from. So now, let's take it to the next phase, and let's talk about the people that they respect. How can we get more positive? How can we get more positive brothers and sisters out there that if you see your sister struggling with 3 kids and she by herself, why she calling you sister and you ain't helping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That comes from us amongst us, brothers amongst brothers. You feel what I'm saying? That comes for us. I ain't gonna lie. I can say that I once was a person that just be like whatever. When it comes down to men treating females a certain kind of way, when you sit back and think about it, Joe, you can't. We gotta hold ourselves accountable. You gotta hold your brother accountable. You gotta hold your brother accountable. You can't let these niggas slide.
It definitely starts with the family.
You can't let these niggas slide.
And we can all do a better job at that.
Yeah. Anything crooked, anything out the way tells a person's character. You know what I mean? Regardless on what it is, on what level.
Yeah.
Disrespect is disrespect.
Right.
Lying is lying. Cheating is cheating. You gotta start. You gotta hold your brothers accountable.
I think that's
how we gonna help the next generation if you're not holding that man accountable for his actions.
And that's part of the problem to me. That's why I said earlier that all falls on our generation personally, because we was the generation that ushered in all the computer. We the generation that ushered in all the technology.
You're speaking some stuff right now,
so technically, we are directly smack dab in the middle, because we remember the old times before all this extra stuff came about, and we also know how to stay up to date.
Are you plus 40 yet?
I'm 38.
Okay,
so I'm right in the middle. That's what I'm saying. It's really our generation, because to me, our generation is more selfish than the generation that came before us.
I would have to agree, and I've been guilty.
And we're more of a throwaway generation. Just like now, like I'm not an internet person. I love this platform because of the internet, but I'm not an internet person personally, because you lose all sense of everything. I put it to you this way: you have been on 1 million dates. Name me one. Hey, man,
wait.
You know what I mean?
Pause.
Brother rivalry.
All right, I'm just saying.
Back it up.
You've been on a couple of dates.
Hit the turntable back.
You've been on a couple of dates. How many dates have you?
Hold up.
This
Pause. Pause.
I'm not trying to put you out there.
Pause. Wait.
Let me finish what I'm about to
Wait.
say.
No. Let me stop you right there before we start this tomfoolery in this building.
Okay.
And we talking about brotherhood.
Don't tell me come get your sons.
I haven't been on a million dates.
All right, okay, you've been on one date. Let's say you went on one date tomorrow.
Yeah.
You go on a date. How many people, honestly, can say when they're on that date, do not pick up the phone to entertain another person?
Me?
You said how many people can honestly do that?
Yes.
Do that?
Me?
I'm talking about not just you. I'm talking about the person you're with.
But she better not.
You said better.
And 9 times out of 10 she don't, because I'm
Sound
entertaining
violent,
her.
Ed.
That sounds 9 times out of 10.
I'm entertaining her.
What you gonna do if she
But listen,
don't get off her phone?
I'm entertaining her. She entertain. We enjoy each other company. So therefore,
my whole point to
if
that
it ain't
saying
your
that
kids,
is,
you asking
my whole point to saying that is, all day, every day, everyone's in everyone's business, and everyone's not giving no one a chance to actually grow into nothing because it's disposable. If I don't like what you're saying, I just get on my phone, talk to somebody else while you standing right there. Everything's disposable. So you don't even have time to sit down with your kids and say nothing. You don't have time to steal nothing with them because you in the disposable world.
They're not registering. They're not registering that
even
real
your
shit.
kids are even in the disposable world. Whereas though, if you they get tired of hearing your mouth or hearing you fuss, they just go upstairs and get on the internet, and it's over.
Right.
I mean,
In the whole
So
other
they
world.
not
so
listening.
what you telling? So what you telling me is
Easily distracted.
Exactly.
Easily
and
distracted.
that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Distracted.
Exactly.
If you
and by you
don't
being
keep
so
them
easily
kids-
distracted, anything can grab you.
Yeah, if you don't
And
keep
if
them kids
anything
in that straight
grab you-
narrow, Slim, I always say this, man. You gotta keep them kids in that straight road, cause it could be that little ass pebble in that road.
And they gone.
They
You know,
gone.
I was sitting back working the other day, and I've been kind of glued to my laptop because it seems like the world is moving faster, and everybody is.
It's a microwavable world.
I do government contracting, right? And
Hold up,
everybody
hold up, we're gonna trouble this motherfucker.
and everybody seems to be, trying to be prepared for the next big award that's coming out. I actually am blessed to work with a black-owned, veteran-owned small business that does really well, and everybody is either fronting like they working hard or they just getting on my damn nerves because everything is moving pretty fast. I say that to say I got 2 6-year-olds that are at my house, and they have to be fed, they have to be educated. I got to keep them from that media platforms you guys are talking about as much as possible,
Think about it
because
this way.
the internet is teaching them. If I'm not,
Teach them everything.
Yep.
Who taught you how to ride your bike? Who taught you everything we learned in Whaley? It was more or less your grandfather.
Nah,
If you had an
yo.
uncle,
see, I was the big brother.
Oldest cousins. It was
or older cousins,
But listen to
So-
what he's saying. Go ahead, finish. What you saying. I know where you going at.
somebody older taught you.
If you ain't have a father that teach you,
they spent time.
Yeah,
Nowadays, they're not getting that.
No,
They're not getting no
You know
family
what we used to
members at
do?
all.
I didn't have a father. My father didn't live near me.
Okay.
My father was always in my life. My father just passed away. I love my dad.
Condolences too,
Yeah,
man.
he was a
Yeah,
turn
thank
up
you,
kid.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we was at the party turning up at Mall and
Yeah,
Bud party.
yeah.
And we turned up. Pops was
Man,
turning up.
I
You
grew
knew
up-
people
I
I
grew-
knew.
I
Yeah.
grew up on fireballs on the block with fireball,
we
man.
know how it is.
The OGs, man. And to this day,
And they kick game.
to this day, this was what kept me in line. I really didn't take too much advice from you unless you've been there and done that. You had to be some level of an OG.
Let's go back to what you were saying. If
That's
they
what I'm
see
saying.
it,
If they
if
gotta see it.
They gotta see it. They gotta have a vision.
They
of
have
it.
to. They
Yeah.
have to visually.
And then
Visually
and then
intake
check
that
this
shit, man.
out. Check this out. My best teachers were my uncles.
yes,
They taught me what not to do.
half the time.
Oh
you
my
learn from
God,
their
yo!
mistakes?
I
See
love my
now
uncles to death.
nowadays the youngins don't respect
They don't
OGs.
respect the OGs.
Exactly.
They
Well, that's
And
because
that's the part-
they
call
can
you-
actually
that's where-
see-
they call you
they can
Unc.
see. They
call
can
you
see
Unc.
what
Ain't
you
no
do.
OG,
They can
Unc.
see that you hitting all these young girls.
Scratch all
They can
that.
see
Scratch
what you-
all that.
like, they
That ain't got nothing to do with a person's character.
and the character.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody, like I say, your character gonna overshine anything. Regardless of
Yeah.
I can teach you right now. Look, get a cross to your right real fast. You go out there and do what you want to do anyway. Just your character, whatever
Yeah.
you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's your character.
That's why you
All
go back
you
to
can do,
what you were saying
all
about
you can do is try to guide that shit the right way,
yeah, that
as much
individual.
as possible.
That individual.
But what you can't do is when shit goes sour, you blame that on the person that was guiding them.
Yeah. No. You're gonna get that. No. First off,
The-
as a leader, you already
You
know
gonna
you
take
get
flight.
all the blame
You gonna-
and none of the
you gonna
praise.
take
Because you the
flight,
role
bro.
model.
So no matter what,
You teaching them.
That's why I think a lot of us don't teach the youth is because we think that they're going to.
The society's gonna take
exactly
the
what
I
you
mean,
just
some
said.
of them now
But they
hold
gonna hate
on
you.
now
How could you be scared of it, though?
now we got
I'm scared of it.
here's what we got to stop doing, and rightfully so. Some kids are just rough around the edges, and they don't care
They
at
don't.
all.
No respect.
And you can't tell the difference
Man, all
between the
kids
two.
rough around the edges.
You
from
can't
1
tell a
to
difference
8.
a lot of times, but as black brothers, we can't be
Can't
be
be-
afraid of our own
Exactly.
kids.
Yeah.
And I say that to say because hey, there's a lot of young kids that smoke weed now. Their lips are black, their skin
Right.
are dry, and you can tell they burn.
Weed.
burnt
and
out.
they
13, 14 years
and
old
they-
popping
listen,
pills.
They popping
Well,
pills.
oh
Right.
wow, yeah, we all talking about Baltimore,
Right.
And they got dreads, and
Right.
but yet you see them, and they'll speak, and if they
They
say
just
hello
calm.
correctly,
Yeah.
you know that they're a good kid. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Cause I had a lot of like one time I ain't lie when I was smoking weed, what have you from? So there was a little dude who was selling grass. I used to see this kid all the time outside pumping gas. He's selling grass. And I'm like, yo, pull him to his. I said, shorty, yo, you don't run up to everybody that you see pulling to this fucking gas station and ask them fucking weed. That ain't how you do it. He said, what you mean? He got kind of belligerent.
he got rowdy with you.
So I looked him in his
Ego.
eyes and was like,
Ego.
shorty, you hot. He looked at me like,
Yeah.
I respected him.
Yeah, pipe the fuck
But-
down,
but-
basically.
But all of it go.
You got to know how to talk to them. If
I
you're
was
from
about-
Baltimore,
I
you
was-
better know how to talk
Hey,
to
you
these
know what? It's
Baltimore
funny
kids.
because I was looking.
If
I
you
was
from
looking
DC,
at,
you should know how to talk
I
to
was looking
DC.
at Gilly earlier.
You know,
Well, man.
if I'm from Waverly,
Look,
I should better know how to talk
It's
to
funny
them.
because I was looking at Gilly
I don't
earlier.
give
And Gilly
a
said
fuck
that.
where I'm at because I can fight.
Oh, man.
If it's my time to go. If you gonna shoot, stab me, kill me, it's my time to go.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you how I feel.
And see, that's another thing I don't
Fuck
like.
that.
If you look at the media, they'll have you believe every little black boy you go across is going to smack your head off.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yes, man.
I don't be seeing none of. I don't know if
yeah.
it's
Yo,
me
shout out to the
and
youngins that
way
really
I
could,
walk around.
that really
I
could
never
pop
saw
your head
this.
off, but don't
If
do it
it's-
because
They
you.
distract the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
and they talk.
Yeah, we love y'all, man. Y'all hold y'all head. Don't do that, man.
To me,
the last thing we
It's
need
always about
the-
the approach.
It's, a
It's about the
Yeah,
approach.
it's how you approach
The
it.
last thing we need, though, while any listeners that hear this from
hold up.
Nate to others,
I'm gonna cut you off. You can call in too if you got something to say. This is the phone lines are open. It's 410-632-6300. The phone number is 410-632-6300.
Hit them phone lines up.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
yo. So pretty much what I was gonna say, y'all youngins out there, the last thing we need to be doing is killing each other. That's it. But I'm gonna tell you like this: we don't know where this world is gonna go after this. I do a lot of pre-award government support, so I know.
Don't listen to this, man. I don't work for no government.
I said pre-award government support. I didn't say I was a government employee.
Yeah.
Pre-award means before the contract comes
Right.
out, there's some things that are going on in the beginning, right?
I got you.
And what I know is this: as far as timeline on when things going to come back around, I'm just sharing with y'all. Let me share with you for a minute. The things that I know that's coming around is, number one, before they bring anybody in these government facilities, they got to separate cubicles. They got to move things around. They got to sanitize. Then they got to figure out how to test you before they come in there. So most people that are working from home right now, most people that are working from home right now going to be working from home for the next
2 months.
2 months.
I give it.
Probably.
I give it
the-
We're
Right,
going
yeah.
into 2021 with this, bro.
And I told Eddie
promise you
that. I told Eddie that it ain't gonna
Yeah.
really clear up to the end of the year. This shit is
And-
really
and-
gonna cease over to the end of the year.
And ain't too many people gonna eat to the government decide what they gonna do.
So my thing is,
So I mean, the people that are not eating right now,
Yeah.
and I'm praying for y'all, and that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we can get into that a little bit, but I'll let you go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm over talking you because
you good. That's what we doing. We cut each other off. We cut each other off.
Yeah.
And all that. We done that.
Yeah.
But now, with that whole situation with this corona thing going on or whatever like that, it's kind of hard to like. I got upset. I was in the store the other day. You know what I mean? And I was in line or whatever. I forgot what I was getting, but I was listening to some little dudes behind me. It was like, gotta be like 14, 15 little dudes behind me. And I'm like, counting on my things in my head, what I got. And they're like, yeah, yo. Da-da-da. My mother get her stimulus check. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna take that and flip that. I know she'll give me some money to get some shoes. I'm gonna flip that. All right, I'll finish this story after. We got to call it. Go ahead, call it.
Go ahead, finish real quick while I transfer.
Oh yeah, so I heard him say, yeah, she don't know she was going to get some shoes. You know, she was like 200. So it's two of them. They get 400. You know what I mean? They will flip that. And the time I said, yo, we will flip your money. You know me, I'm my hood out.
Right.
Hey, it's Tone, man.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Oh, what's up, Tom?
What's going on, Jamal?
What up, Tom?
Hey, this is our sponsor. This is
this is Jason.
the co-owner,
Okay.
the extraordinaire, I don't even know how to introduce people, right? This is Tone Wong, Tone Walker. This is the owner,
That's the
pre-owner,
money man.
co-owner, the money man.
JCL.
Let's
Of JCI Environmental.
let's get it. It's JCI Environmental, black-owned company doing what we do is make that money.
Get
right?
that bread.
But I want to comment on some things what you guys was talking about. First of all, I appreciate what you guys are doing. You guys have came up to be strong young black men, and that's exactly what we need. But let me just take you back a little bit. It comes from the parenting in the home, okay?
Grassroots.
Now, me as a kid who grew up didn't want to listen either. But we didn't have the things that we have today. For an example, we didn't have phones, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have all these things. We had problems just like anybody else. But I do agree that uncles, if you didn't have a dad in the house, your uncle, you looked at your uncles and you looked at the way they walked, the way they did things, and you did the same thing, whether that was fornicate, whether that was making money. That's what you did. I lost my uncle Martin, last week.
I'm sorry.
And
Condolences,
I
man.
learned some things that I didn't know about him, but I knew he was a strong black man, okay? And all my uncles I felt was good uncles, right? Even when I left the country down in Waverly, as y'all want to call it, down in that area,
Down Whaley.
you know, I
That's
decided.
Whaley.
I'm sorry?
Who that?
That's Whaley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whaley.
down on the other side of Waverly.
He been down
Yeah.
Whaley.
So
That's
my
Tony's
thing
father.
was,
Oh,
seeing my
okay.
uncle-
What's up, family? I'm sorry to cut him off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. He ain't know
my
who
thing
you was.
is I remembered that everything my uncle did, I want to grow up and do the same thing. I want to do the same thing. He had the nice cars. I wanted the nice cars. He had money all the time. I wanted money too. But one of the things I've learned from them, when I wanted to go into business, they gave me advice. They didn't give me money. They gave me
Right.
advice.
Right.
And that's what kids are liking now. The other thing is that, you know, ladies, you got to take responsibilities too.
Yes.
Because if you keep them closed and make sure they understand my family is my family, you can teach him, you can give him, but if you ain't trying to provide and help guide them, then keep them closed. Keep them closed.
Yeah.
That brother gonna move on because he ain't getting nothing.
That's
You know what I'm saying? When you find a good man, hold on to him. Same as a man, find a good woman.
so.
I can name good women that I done had, but I had to have too many.
That's what I was going. That's what I was going to ask
We
you.
all been there, OJ.
I was going to ask
I'm
you.
gonna go ahead and drink to that one.
I was going to ask you: are there in with your age bracket? You know what I mean? Is it a brighter future ahead for me? Because I'm 36. Is it a brighter future out there?
It is
That's
about
my father's
future.
female.
What you guys are doing is a pass right there.
No, he talking about the
That's
females.
what-
Tom. He talking about the
When I was
girls.
young, I didn't. Huh?
He talking about the
I'm talking
girls.
about father's female.
He ain't talking about the money no more. He talking about the girls. Is it the brighter
Oh.
future for him? Tell him no.
You know what? You know what? To be honest with you, it ain't. I mean,
They're good night.
There's some good women out there. There's some good women out there, but most of them been battered, and it takes time for
Damage.
them to come around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They've been damaged. They've been
Damaged.
damaged so long. They used to people just running over, just want something, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So they think that's all they're supposed to do. Spread them and get what you want, roll out. You know? That's what they think. So
you saying that
it's
actually just made me
hurtful
think of
to me
something.
at my age
Oh
now
man. Ooh,
that,
Kurt hit that
that
one.
you're
Kurt
looking for
Jones.
somebody in your life that wants you for you and try to help them. You already know it's coming with a package.
Oh yeah.
There ain't one woman out there ain't got no kids.
Oh,
It's
everything
coming
come
with
with
a
a
package
package.
one way or the other.
And that's what I was just about to say.
You know, it's
A-
what
a-
you gonna do with it.
That's what I was just about to say. A lot of the girls, to me personally, a lot of the females, they hit that wall like you talking about, where it's just no more hope. They've been too damaged because a lot of them have kids early. They start families when they're really not ready. They have to be the ones to hold it down when the guy's kind of more free. and it's a built up stress because I was thinking about this the other day.
I can't even force the men out.
I can't think of too many girls who didn't have a baby by the time they was 18.
Yikes!
And that's
right.
crazy for our
Right.
for our culture, us as black people to say that. You can't think of too many girls over 18 that didn't have a baby by the time they was 18.
And it's fucked up.
At least one baby, and that already changes
now.
your life.
It's getting worse now.
A baby is gonna make you grow up, especially for the girl because they have to be mama. They got to be mama.
Yeah, nurture all that.
And sometimes papa,
Right.
but
And
just the weight of what a mama holds is crazy to put on a 16-year-old girl. I look at my 16-year-old all day. There's nowhere in the world she's ready to be somebody's mother. Like to be a matriarch.
Yeah, so
You
Yeah.
just
But
being a kid yesterday.
Jamal,
Yeah.
But Jamal, you can think of this like this too. I know my grandparents. Hell, when you had a baby when you're 15, 16, first of all, you're getting the hell out of there. And second of all, you're going to take care of that baby and you're going to be married.
But
It's just
it was different times though,
Okay.
Tony, because back then grandma ain't had but so many options, and it was just him and the milkman. So now
Him and the
you can't say that to this generation when they looking like they got 30 niggas in Texas who hitting them, and they in Baltimore. So it's like you kind of lost that fight. Grandma, of course, had to stay. She had no choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why you still on the phone, Tom, because it's touching on the subject you was on. My uncle said we grew up in a time when the village raised the kids. Any adult on the block could get at you when you were doing wrong.
Any adult.
Ain't no
Dogwood, which was Whaley, was special
The
place.
wood.
yes, sir.
That's
Oh,
like
man.
that's yeah. But that was a good
Yeah.
one. What you say about
Middle Street, Dogwood, Waverly, man.
New Street.
With Kurt Jones. Shout out to Kurt Jones, man. One of my OGs, respectfully. Him and Ike. I love them guys.
Oh, the Wild Boys.
Yeah, man. I thank God for them guys. Hey, you came around Dogwood, you couldn't do nothing with us. But we will fight against each other.
Hey, Tom,
But we will let nobody else do that block.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you up, Tom, man. I appreciate because this guy he ready to go somewhere. I don't know where he ready to go with this, but I want to hold you on the line.
Tone, what's up, baby?
I appreciate you calling, man. I'm make sure when we get off here, Tom.
Said we gonna hit you up and get that
I got you,
that $1 million loan you said you got for us when we get off this here line, man. Oh, you laugh at that
I got
though.
some, man.
Oh, you gonna laugh
I
at
got
that though.
I got you.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I want all mines and
I ain't
nickels and
gonna
ones.
never forget that.
My man.
I ain't gonna never
Just
forget y'all, man. Regardless of what I do, if I got $1, y'all got $1. That's where that rolls.
Well,
You know,
I need
love
50
you,
cent
man.
right now.
Love that. Mom won 500,000. I won 500,000. We hit you up when we get off the line.
I'm gonna give you my uncle's advice. I'm gonna give you advice. All right, how about that?
That's even better.
That's even better.
That's what I want.
$1 million by itself right there.
And y'all take care. Y'all take care, man. Keep it going.
All right,
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you, Tom.
Peace, Tone.
Anybody else want to call?
AJ, what's up? 804, baby.
410-632-6300.
So this segment, I got a fun fact. First of all, this segment is brought to you by the one and only WHL podcast. You got all your merch on WWW.
Oh, you got any hand clap, the hand claws, the
You got
pause
it.
joints?
www.
That's
I'ma
say it again.
Podcast.
I'm gonna say it one more time. All right, this segment here is brought to you by WHL Podcast. You go to www.whlpodcast for all your merch, like this hat
Got
I
the
got on,
bracelets.
this shirt I got on. The bracelets are given anyway. You order. That's how we doing it. You order something, we give you something. You order something, we give you something, and some knowledge come in it too.
Yep.
I got my mission statement.
In every order?
In every order, my mission
that's
statement,
what's up.
and you get a card because I got a mission statement, and you'll see it once you order something. You want to know my mission statement? Check it and order something from WWW.
WHL
Podcast.
Say,
podcast.
my fun fact. I was reading some things when we started talking about brotherhood and uniting and stuff. So I just started reading other races and how they unite and things they did back in the days up until now. Whatever. So I ran across this article. It was something. It was something on the guys called the Young Lords.
Mm.
Ever heard of Young Lords? Nobody
Never heard
of
of them.
Were they from New York?
them. No, they're actually from Sacramento. No, Chicago.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Oh, Chicago. Okay.
But I believe, Chicago. The Young Lords is a civil and human rights organization transformed by the leadership of Jose Chacha Jimenez from a Chicago turf gangs. It was established September 23rd, 1968. The group mission is to fight for neighborhood empowerment and self determination of Puerto Ricans, Latinos, and colonized people. Y'all didn't know that. That's deep. They was basically the Black Panthers of their
Latinos.
And a lot of these coaches still stick together like that.
That's what you need.
Well, here's something that I've been thinking lately is let's take it back to the roots of us, right? How many of us still have some form of slave mentality and we don't want to believe it?
Well, we all do. You
know
gotta
what I
go
mean?
to work every morning, don't you?
Say what?
You gotta go to work every morning, right?
No, not me.
It's just me.
Yeah,
I'm just.
look at that nigga on that nag.
Who that nigga on that nag?
That nigga on that nag.
I don't get up and go to work.
That nag, yo. That nigga on the nag, yo.
Nah, that's what I won't do.
They let niggas on the nag. Look at that.
Nah,
But no, bro, man. He can't have it. But what I mean is, the reason why I say that, you said everybody got a form of slave mentality. So, like, I ain't saying.
Yeah.
I got.
Well, I ain't gonna front like I don't report to people.
I got something to what you just said.
I got clients.
Not you. I'm saying I was going to go somewhere else with it.
If you think about it, all the best black groups, the best ones, were ran, operated, and started by black women. So really, the reason why and the biggest solution to a whole lot of these problems is a lot more women actually putting on their big girl drawers and just saying they're gonna be grandma.
Take that position.
They got it because
grandma got to come back.
Because
grandma got to come back.
It's about to be a generation with no grandmothers, and it's gonna be sad for not our kids. It's gonna be sad for our grandkids because no grandma means. Grandma could actually be around to be a great grandma, and she still ain't got her shit together. So that's 2, 3, 4 generations that's gonna get fucked to me. Because until you get till our black women, the queens that they are, start actually treating and acting and carrying themselves like real queens, it will always be chaos.
Pause.
There's some out there.
Pause.
I can't help it. That's true.
Yo, I can't.
Are you speaking from experience?
No. I'm saying
no. What you can't do is say that because it's regardless of what you see on the outside of a female that you see out in the streets, whatever. A lot of these females you see out there that look like scallywags and carry scallywags in the streets.
Yeah, you speaking about them? Yeah, I got you.
They're the best mothers in the fucking household.
Yeah. Some,
but you just can't categorize. You can't
categorize the women in the self.
But is it more rare that they're doing that than doing the other?
I don't know, man. You ain't in them households, man.
That's true too.
You don't know. You can't base it off of how the kid outcome.
That is kind of
you can't. This motherfuckers in Bobby Hills is out here shooting motherfuckers and selling crack, and they mothers worth $6.8 million.
But that don't mean they mamas in the house are doing motherly shit.
But what I'm telling you is they ain't got to do that. That's their mentality. That's the person in them. That ain't who they growing up under. Who's
individual and that character.
You feel me? That's what that's all about.
But a lot of your character comes from your mother.
I mean, you get traits. You get
a lot of your character comes from your mother.
You get your morals and principles
from your mother. But like I said, going back earlier,
that goes what I'm just saying.
It's only certain shit you can get from mom, and the emotions and the other shit you gotta get from dad or some type of male figure.
Ergo, what I'm just saying, if you get your morals and principles from your mother, we need the black women
to exercise that more. Okay.
And I'm not saying they not doing it.
Right.
Some are doing it.
So, and it's a lot that are
doing it because they holding down the household itself. Like Jay said, they being the mother and the fucking father.
But, you know, I was raised by women, and I was always, you know, just from observation, watching what my mom had to go through to take care of us, I just wanted to be that man that didn't want my woman to want for much.
That situation.
You want to be that. You want to be that nurturer.
Yeah, I mean, even if she, I want to be that. I want to be that man that my wife don't have to work if she don't want to.
You got to be there.
You know what I mean?
But you have to be there.
That presence.
Yeah,
that presence.
I know. I learned that.
90% of being a parent is just being there.
Presence is key.
It took me. I'm 36, my dude. It took me a while to realize all it takes is for your presence.
The presence.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
give you a prime example of that.
Presents.
I was
Yeah.
watching Ridiculousness, and there was some kids throwing eggs in the microwave and turning it on. All I kept thinking was, my kids would never even get a chance to do that because I'm sitting right there. I'm not going nowhere.
Not even that. They value them damn eggs.
The hell
listen.
what you getting all them damn eggs for?
Kids don't buy eggs.
Man, they don't.
You seen them in your house.
Eggs.
You seen them right now in your house. They frying 5 eggs right now.
But they not gonna. They gonna eat them eggs. You
But
can't eat
listen,
them if you throw them at the damn microwave.
You don't know what they would do if you wasn't next to that microwave.
They not doing that, man. I ain't got my kids. That's fucking animal. That is caveman mentality.
You don't know what they'd do if you ain't sitting there.
I spy on my kids.
You still spying.
Yeah, they don't know I'm there.
How old your kids, eh?
I got a 14-year-old daughter.
Okay.
I got a 9-year-old son.
Mhm.
I got my 20-year-old son.
Okay.
But I also got his daughters where my kids come over.
Right.
So Uncle Eddie's is the spot.
Uncle Eddie's.
So
Eddie's.
I gotta,
Yeah, they don't go to sleep when they go
act
to
like I'm
Eddie's.
sleep half of the time. Watch shit. I gotta
But
post up on the
you
chair
still
like
there.
this.
They're not gonna put no
But
eggs
they
in the microwave.
they not gonna do no. I
Sitting
seen them
right
do silly
there.
shit. Like I seen them grab a whole cup of flour. They thought I was asleep. A whole cup of flour, doing some type of challenge. And somebody is supposed to eat the whole cup of flour. And they starting to eat it, and they started laughing, and it's just like.
See, look what
So
you,
the
look
shit
what he
was
just said.
everywhere.
Little silly shit like that they just.
But they're not going that deep
No,
into it.
I know, but just how easy they are can get conflicted with doing wild, crazy shit in house. Just imagine what they do
Out the house.
out the
But that's-
because they're not always around us all the time. They're not
Yeah.
always in the school all the time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They got that break in that time where though they in them streets.
So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm keeping 1,000 with you. I'm keeping
Yeah,
1,000.
you ain't lying.
Yo,
They
fellas.
actually are not around you more than they are around you.
But
Somebody,
listen,
let me read this real quick, Eddie. Just real quick.
All right.
What she say?
it's basically both of ways. You always at work.
More
Yeah.
mothers are working now. Those young mothers need fathers, and again, a real man wouldn't run or turn away.
Yes.
You get what you want.
Those are
Yeah.
facts.
You gotta read that in the mic.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, you
All
got.
right.
Whoever said that is
Most
factual.
mothers are working now. Those young mothers needed fathers, and again, real men wouldn't run to run away after you get what you want.
Yes.
That was from Sherlyn Russell.
So
That's
and,
facts.
and I was going to say before she said that, I was going to say, fellas,
Can't run.
we gotta be there.
Can't
Oh,
run.
that's gonna be huge.
Because regardless on both ends, whether you got a daughter, a son, or whatever the hell you got,
Their presence.
your presence is a big
Is
impact in their
needed.
life. You know what I
It's,
mean?
it's needed for the kids and the mother.
Both. The mother too, because the mother knows
because
that security is
there
still
you
there.
go.
Bottom line is this:
The mother knows that security is
relationships
still
are hard,
there. Fuck
Yeah.
relationship.
and you can't stay in a relationship just because of kids.
Oh
but,
yeah, that's
but
right.
however,
I tried it.
however,
It worked for a little bit.
you really gotta,
You
just
got to
do
still
your best,
be there.
still be there for them. And
Do y'all-
so that
and
brings me to a question for y'all though.
What's up?
How can we empower our men to be better fathers?
We gotta show them.
And we're talking about I think to me this whole quarantine thing, right? How can we get our men to be better fathers during this time right now?
Let me tell
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a motherfucker that's a dickhead.
Hold up, and let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
You let him
I'm
down nice.
gonna spin off real fast
a
what you about
dickhead.
to say. Do y'all have a tendency of not liking y'all kids when they get older, like in middle school age? 'Cause I hear no. The reason why I ask because I
Nah,
got two
not
cousins.
me.
No, I got two cousins that say, "Man, I love my kids." Because one of them, my cousin Greg, his daughter, he was like, "Man, I love my kids, love my daughter, but when she was a teenager, I ain't really too much like her." And that was that. But you go back to that middle school age, so that's probably why you saying what you was about to say about being a dickhead. Do you?
There's
feel
a
that
lot
way?
of fathers out here that can't see their kids right now in quarantine. The baby mothers is so vindictive. They don't want I mean.
What I was going to say, when you say how you going, how you
brain freeze.
nah, ain't no brain freeze. Ain't no brain freeze. How are we gonna teach another grown man?
Yeah,
be
I think I worded that wrong.
No. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to you the way.
Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna. It's just like there's no way possible that we can lead a grown man to be a better father. What you can do is lead him and teach him how to be a better man.
So when I say that, I mean the fathers that are struggling right now.
You can't. He gotta.
Only thing you can do is tell him how to be a man.
Listen,
And you gotta tell him, man up.
listen.
Because
If he was struggling before this pandemic, that's one thing. But if he's struggling because of this pandemic, you know what I mean? Like
That's-
he He was a DJ.
So listen,
he,
what
you know,
telling
he
you
could.
is, listen.
Got a man up.
This
Got to man up and
Got a man up.
God told me, man, no excuses.
No
man.
excuses as a man, yo.
No excuses. You can't stop.
I hear you.
You can't stop because your job isn't hard.
Right.
Yeah.
You got people to feed, my dude. Go push grocery carts.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what a man.
Oh, that's
needs to
huge.
step up.
That's huge.
Instacart.
In other words, what
Uber
you're saying
Eats.
is,
Uber Eats.
in other
Right.
words, in other words, what you're trying to say is, take your pride.
Yes.
Project
And
is
bury
hard.
it.
The price
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my cousin
And then you
Edward
gotta
was
have
talking
plans,
about
too.
that.
You got people to
You gotta have a
depend on.
plan,
Yeah,
too. You know
and
what I'm
saying?
some men are so not full of themselves, but so
Ego. You said it, ego.
that
Ego
they
to
don't even
pride.
want to accept money and they need it.
Pride.
You know what I mean?
The thing about it is when you distinguish yourself from being a great man first, and you learn how to be a man, that father stuff comes
It's
natural.
gonna come natural in that
Yeah,
parenthood.
because all you're doing is manning up.
Just like a woman. Just like a woman. That
If you being a
nurturing,
real
that
woman,
mother shit comes
if it's really-
natural.
it's just
when
coming
she's a
to
real
you.
woman. She sit down and she do it, and she's actually there. It becomes natural. So therefore, you can always say, "Yo, everybody could be better. I could be better. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be better."
You
know what I
you're
mean?
never gonna be the
Never
best
be
father.
100%.
Nobody's never gonna be
What
the
you gotta
best
do
father.
is make sure your kids is happy. As long as they're happy and smiling.
And you show them what a real
And-
man look like. That's the whole
I
point.
got a comment real quick, man, from Charlotte Russell again. She on it tonight, man. She said, "You black men are the foundation of the vine. Without you, the grapes will not grow."
Facts.
Yeah, that's fact.
Amen.
Facts.
Amen
And
to that.
like we just was saying,
Amen to that.
You can't, and this is something that Tony taught us, Plug taught us, Fireball taught us this. You cannot have no excuse because when you go
No
home,
excuses.
Yeah,
them kids is gonna look at you like, where is the
With the
bacon?
plate,
With the
with the
bacon.
Yeah.
food.
You
Yeah.
can't
No
sit there and tell them,
Yeah.
oh man, you know the white man in there tripping and
Yeah.
think, nah.
So
Yeah.
crazy. Yo, the
we
crazy,
hungry, Pop.
So the
You
crazy
try to
part
get
about
none of that.
when my back a while back, you know, when I was a young father or whatever, I had 1,000,001 excuses. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
But
I
you
was
was
trying-
young. You was still young,
I
though.
was selfish as a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So therefore, when certain situations come up, they got tired of it. I see they got tired of it. You know what I mean? Like this nigga get with this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? That sit back. That shit sits on you. You be like, dang, I was a fucked up motherfucker. Like, yo, they depend on
So
me.
how did you right your wrong for that from your doing your inner self? How did you right your wrong from that?
I realized I was fucked up.
Okay.
You own your shit.
Okay.
You gotta own your shit.
Self accountability.
so let me ask y'all this.
Self-accountability.
Let me ask y'all this,
Exactly.
and I hear you loud and clear. You know, you got to figure out a way. That's number one rule, right?
Plan.
Number one rule, you got to figure out a way.
Plan.
But what about those brothers that are trying to figure it out and still
They still
can't
can't get it.
cross?
Well,
Do we forget about them too?
Well,
Nah.
well,
you
you-
can't forget about it.
what you gotta
So
do?
what
You
do
gotta
we
pull 'em
do?
up.
You gotta pull them
What
up.
do we do?
Pull them up.
And that's something I wanted to share with y'all is like, hey, it's strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? We walk around and call each other brother, and we got a bunch of homeboys that we hang out with, and they call you brother. 4 of them got jobs, and 1 of them don't. And you're not helping the one that don't, and you know that's your brother, and you know that all of y'all hang tight, y'all carry the same morals. You know what I'm saying? You know that if that man was in a profession that he could work right now and could feed his family, he would, and he can't. Do
What
we
do we
just
do about
say
that? Do we
figure
say-
it out?
Does he
nah.
can't or does he not want to?
And
No,
that's the
no,
problem.
no. I'm
'Cause
talking
I
about.
just heard a story
he's-
the other day, like, you know, everybody was hanging out kind of in the PJs, just drinking, just, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
ain't
And some
talking about
people
him.
are stuck.
I'm not talking about that guy.
Right, some
I'm
people
talking
are
about
stuck.
that guy that
What's in the quarantine situation?
we got
right
5.
now?
Listen to this. We got 5 brothers. Okay, we got 5. 4 of them are working. 1 of them is not. They all respect each other. They all motivated by each other. Right.
right,
They
right.
all work. They all take care of their families. They all believe in each other. If they could run a business together, they would. But one of them is down right now. Why are we helping that one brother?
Motherfucker,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, of
Out of
course
the
you
4,
know.
right,
Yeah.
right,
But-
right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me out of 5 brothers, and this guy got an $800 bill before his lights get cut off, we can't do 200 apiece to help
200
him
pop.
out?
Put that up.
Right, right.
Come on, we got to come together. This is what I'm saying about coming
Well,
together.
That also comes with the people. That's why I said what I said. The people you surround yourself with.
Characters in the
You
individual.
understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And the strengths and you say strengths and numbers, so the strong always come back and get the weak.
Pull them up.
I mean, it's not that he weak.
No,
But
It's
he
not that he
down.
weak.
He
No,
temporarily
he's
down.
down.
He
You're
temporarily
down.
down.
And
Pull
see,
him up.
You're
yeah,
down.
and he's
Pull
so
him
down.
up. So-
He's so down and used to being at least at a level where he can maintain. that he's afraid to ask for help.
Matter of fact,
But
what we
listen,
was talking about earlier. What I tell you earlier.
And I might not even do nothing physically for you.
Right.
Just
I just
listen
come
to
around
just listen to
and listening to you.
Just listen to this to this podcast right here could be that thing that's on to you to put a fire in your ass and make you go get.
This is what I'm exactly trying to
jewels. You know
share,
what I'm saying? But
man.
go ahead, Jay,
This
what
is
you got,
exactly
Jay?
what I'm trying to share.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Before I do got some
Announcements.
I want to say positive quote or negative quote, but it was come from the epidemic, the pandemic, or whatever.
Okay.
One of the co-founders of the Sacramento branch of the new Black Panther Party died April 13th from the coronavirus.
Condolences, man.
Your name was Charles. Well, his government name they gave him was Charles L. Brunson. And, his African name, I think he was Pan-African. No, he's Black Panther. So, he changed his name back to his African name or whatever. And it was, I probably going to murder this joint,
Lord,
It was a good brother.
I was about to say, don't even do it.
It was a good
Don't
brother.
even do it.
I got his name and stuff written down. If you want me, I'll email it to you. Or
So
fax it to you, whatever. But
I'm making a donation to any brother that has a whole family and you're not working right now. I want you to hit me up on Instagram, millennium-MILLENNIUMDASH. I'm giving $200 to 3 different brothers that are struggling to take care of their family right now. I just want to do something. You know what I mean? I didn't want to come on here and not do anything. I'm not trying to front or nothing like that. But my heart, I'm blessed right now, and I thank God for that.
bless.
So your
Stay blessed.
Your DM about to be
Hold on.
flooded.
say your Instagram again though, for one more time.
Millennium-MILLENNIUMDASH. Millennium-. Holla at me.
Y'all heard that, man. So
The
2
bless-
fathers, man.
Stay blessed.
3 fathers,
blessings.
200.
3 fathers, 200 apiece, man. Look, holla at them, man. If y'all need it.
Stay blessed.
You know?
Blessing others. I told you we had something for y'all today, man. We about to get out of here.
Yeah, shout out to the, that was
Shout
a good
out
one, man.
everybody,
That was
Good
kind
one,
of a
man.
good one.
Shout out for
Yes,
Cousin
yes,
Cousin
yes.
for fucking with us.
You got again the merch.
Yeah, shout out,
And
man.
the sponsors.
Shout out to my sponsor,
Oh, we still
JCI Environmental. It's JCI Environmental. That's JCI.
Oh Lord, don't make them call back.
Hey, man.
96 at outlook.com.
Hey, have you watched The Last Dance?
Man, listen, man. Let me finish my closing arguments.
Yeah.
The
man.
Last Dance, you need to do that.
Let me finish my closing arguments. Then y'all
Announcements.
can
Practice
jump
like
on my
Jordan,
broomstick. But I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody that brought merch. Tomorrow, if everybody just bought merch, tomorrow, well, if it's paid for anyway, tomorrow I will be getting it in the mail. So I'll be shipping it out this weekend, and you'll be getting it first of next week. Everybody bought them dresses. I appreciate you. And take a picture in it and tag us in it right now. So we get it.
www.whlpodcast.com.
And you can go get the
man.
merch if you didn't know, like this guy just said. What is it?
www.whlpodcast.com.
Yeah.
www.whlpodcast.com. Go check it out,
Too
man.
many W's for him. www.whlpodcast.com. Don't make it
Oh,
that
y'all
shit
can
right
check
off.
us out on
He just
Facebook, man.
murdered that.
WHL Podcast. Y'all can check us out on YouTube, WHL
fucking with you, we
Podcast, as
fucking
well
with
as on Spotify, WHL Podcast, as well as on Anchor. Correct?
Anchor, Anchor.
Anchor as well.
If you got Anchor, a lot of people
Yeah.
have Anchor, but that's what Spotify's is drafted off for.
Shout out to the Florida boys.
Shout out to the Florida boys. Shout out to SM Clothing LLC for the good shirts and hats and
3
everything.
monkeys.
Shout out to 3 monkeys.
And let's try to make this go viral, everybody, because what other show do you
Absolutely.
know in this area that's trying to help 3 brothers out right about now going through the pandemic?
Oh,
I don't
man.
know any show
Share, man.
out there
Share
right
this
now
shit, man.
locally
Please
trying to
share
help
it.
nobody. So
This man getting
This
away
man
with
giving
viral.
away 600.
600 beans.
600.
And don't y'all try to go cop that to go see the motherfucking dispensary either.
Please not. And
Nah.
if y'all in the PG
Oh,
area
I'm
this
doing a
weekend, man,
good
look,
screening.
take
I'm
care of
doing a
your
good
kids.
screening. You got to see me pictures of
Take
the
care of your
family.
kids. What you
good
got
food.
there, right?
If y'all in the PG area, between Thursday and Saturday this weekend, Annie's, Mississippi Cafe, man. This shit is
you
awesome.
need to hold that menu a little steady there.
It's awesome.
A little down.
Right
Right
here.
there.
Boom.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome. Check it out.
It's a lot of stuff coming up, man. I don't want to spoil the news.
Support
I
Black
don't want to spoil
businesses.
the news. I
Support.
want to break the eggs before they get to the refrigerator. But there's a lot of things coming.
Speaking of eggs, I'm selling breakfast bowls $3 a while. Sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast bowls.
Mr. George.
Mr.
Are you
George,
serious?
Tomorrow.
Do you have it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow. I think it is. He's
Hey,
on
if B's putting
You know I
eggs in
believe
the
you, right,
microwave,
Ma?
if B's putting them eggs in the microwave,
for
so.
the local Baltimoreans that's in this area where the Langston Hughes Recreation Center is located.
Large
Mr.
food
George
pantry.
is doing a food pantry tomorrow.
The guy behind all the music.
The hours I do not honestly know, but I think it's probably between
I
noon
think
and
it's
3,
I think
noon
it's
to
1 to
4.
4.
1 to 4?
I think it's
Yeah,
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah, 1 to 4.
So make sure y'all come up here and check it out, man. Langston Hughes Community Center.
Appreciate
man. Get
y'all
some
support.
food.
And if y'all need some face masks, get up here too as well. Mr. George got them face masks for the folks that need some. So don't walk around and say that you can't find no face masks. He got you up
This
here.
is a resource center.
Enjoy y'all weekend, man. Be safe, man. I know y'all gonna be in the house, so stay quarantined up.
Appreciate
y'all gotta
the
go out.
Y'all be safe out
Mashed
there.
up, man.
Mash up,
Dogwood love
up.
you. Gardeners love you.
It's WHL, man. It's WHL podcast. Thank y'all for checking in.
Pull up the
Catch us the same time next week. Since we still talking, it's meant for us to keep talking.
I think it
Aunt
is.
Tammy love you.
Love y'all, man.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.